Good morning, everyone. It's meteorologist Carly Smith. The time now is 10:06. And we are about to get started talking about the cold front moving through tonight. Good morning, everyone. It's meteorologist. Hi there. Once again, it is me, Carly Smith, meteorologist Carly Smith. We've got a live update happening. The current time is 10:07, but this is still going to be relevant information unless you were watching this after the cold front has passed through. But tonight, anytime before 7 p.m., this video is still accurate. Share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know who's watching in the comments section. Post your questions there as well. Weather-only questions. I can't emphasize that enough. But let's get started with what's important. This cold front. The timing is going to be 7 p.m. to 1 a.m., 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for George West, Beeville, Refugio, 9 p.m. to midnight for Freer, Alice, Mathis, Sinton, Rockport, Corpus Christi, Kingsville, Benavides, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. This is when the cold air arrives, and you will feel this one. Once the front moves through, you're going to know it because the wind is going to pick up. It is going to be rowdy, and that wind, that strong north wind, is going to create a big fall in temperatures. We're talking 10 to 15 degrees pretty instantly within the first hour of the front passing through. So these temperatures are going to drop pretty dramatically tonight. 72 at 10 p.m., 38 degrees by 7 a.m. And tomorrow afternoon, we're talking temperatures staying in the 40s. Are you ready? Let me know in the comments. Hey, Romeo, thanks for watching. Here we go. So right now it is mild and muggy, and we've got some fog. You can see kind of building into some of those inland locations just under the Harbor Bridge, the new Harbor Bridge there. That is a fascinating shot. Let's look at the visibility while we're here. So visibility is still showing up okay, but definitely some low-level clouds and some patchy fog showing up there on our tower camera. Really cool to see, though. That was a nice surprise. But yeah, we've got some fog kind of rolling in. It's just a muggy, misty, blah kind of day. 73 degrees right now. We're going to see these temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 70s. I'm going to a high of 78 degrees for Corpus Christi, but since we are cloudy, I don't think we make it to 80, but areas a little bit more inland, Falfurrias, Kingsville, Heronville, you're likely going to make it into the 80s. So here's what I mean by that. Let's break it down on Futurecast. We're staying cloudy. We're staying in the 70s. So around lunchtime, Kingsville's nearing 80, but look at this, some showers and storms moving in. This is going to mostly be areas north and east of I-37. Specifically, there's a moisture stream that is setting up from Port Aransas all the way up toward the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And what that's going to do is keep most of the rain there, and it's going to fuel a line of thunderstorms that sets up along the cold front. We will not be in that line of thunderstorms because the moisture stream is already to our east. And so as the front moves south, it's going to push that moisture stream, as you see here, closer to Houston. Now, along the front, there is a chance we see a few spotty showers and thunderstorms pop up. This is 7 p.m. You see the front passing through Beeville, George West. You see a few of those showers trying to stick around there for Ingleside and Rockport, but they're weakening. The stronger thunderstorms, the risk of severe weather, that's all going to be to our east across East Texas. This forecast that you're watching right now, this is specifically for the region of Texas known as the Coastal Bend, where Corpus Christi is kind of the hub city, and we extend up to Bee County, Live Oak County, and out toward Duval County, Freer and Benavides, as well as south into Brooks County, Jim Hogg County, and Kennedy County. So thanks again for everyone watching. Rick says, are we getting rain first? A little bit of rain. We just looked at that on Futurecast. Let me check the current radar just to see the latest conditions, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot of rain. Rain is not the focus. Wind is going to be the focus. So you see this here. There's the moisture stream really setting up across Port Aransas, Rockport, Seadrift, Victoria. Let me turn on the 5 radars. So yeah, not quite getting all the way north just yet. Let's look at our sat rad. Yeah, so you see the moisture stream right along the coast is where we're going to see most of the rain. This is all kind of fueling the storms and the snow that's falling across the plains. Check that out. Snow from Wichita, Kansas down to Oklahoma City. Mix of freezing rain, sleet starting to shape up there into southern and southwestern Oklahoma. Fun. Winter weather well to our north. That is not headed our way. Don't get your hopes up, y'all. There's a very, 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 very low chance we see any rain when our temperatures are cold enough for freezing precip. It's looking dry the one day that our temperatures are cold enough for any type of winter precipitation. So let's get back into the heart and soul of this forecast for the coastal bend. How long before sunny weather again, Dennis? That will be Sunday. Pipes. If you live in Beeville and George West or be in Live Oak County, I don't think it's a horrible idea to protect the pipes. I think that if you're worried, you might as well protect them, right? However, with that being said, we are not tracking a hard freeze except possibly for areas in B and Live Oak County. The rest of us, we're just going to be right around 32 degrees. We could be below freezing for more than 6 hours at the most. I have a map that I've drawn out. But temperatures in Alice, okay, so this is today. This is the rain. If you see rain, it'll mostly be north and east of I-37, which goes Corpus Christi, Mathis, George West, up to San Antonio. Most of the rain is north and east of that area. Wind, again, the biggest issue. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s today. The cold front moves in. Very low chance of rain along the front. Bigger issue, wind. Look at that in the top left corner. We've got gusts 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, this is Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. Beeville could freeze tonight. This is just a light freeze. That's really the only location I'm remotely concerned about freezing temperatures tonight. Now, with that being said, our wind chill will be down in the 20s tonight. But wind chill is not a factor on pipes. Wind chill is specifically a factor of how cold it feels to humans, and specifically human skin. That's because if you're not wearing coats or winter gear and your skin is exposed to the cold wind, the wind takes the heat that is naturally emitted from your body and strips it away. And so that's going to make you feel colder than the actual air temperature. And so that's what wind chill is specifically focused on, human skin. It's not a factor on pipes. Pipes are reliant on the actual air temperature. Water freezing is reliant on the actual air temperature, not how it feels. It's not a factor of a feel-like temperature. It's the real deal. In fact, wind actually makes the air temperature a little bit warmer because of friction. So, fun fact there. 38 Wednesday morning, Alice 38 Wednesday morning. This again is Wednesday morning. It's Thursday morning that we are tracking the freeze. So everyone say that with me if you want. Thursday morning is when we are watching for the potential freeze. Wednesday afternoon, high temperatures may not get out of the 40s. We may stay below 50 degrees all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday, and all day Saturday. At or below 50 degrees, not out of the question. Any frost. We have to have clear skies for frost. So clear skies and moisture at the surface. I don't think we're going to have enough moisture at the surface for frost, Darlene. So this is 10 p.m. Wednesday night. This is as far out as this particular futurecast model goes. Notice we're starting to hit freezing in Beeville. Beeville is the one location. Beeville, George West, possibly Refugio. This is where we could see some of the longest time below freezing. So I'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's talk about the wind. This is something that I think a lot of us kind of forget about because we're so focused on will it rain and how cold is it going to be. But the wind is going to be rowdy tonight. We're talking 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 4 to 6 a.m. We are talking wind chills because of the gusty wind, creating a feels-like temperature for you specifically, your skin. If you're not bundled up, it will feel like it's 28 degrees at 8 a.m. So that's at the bus stop for kids. This is your feels-like temperature, not your air temperature. The feels-like temperature, 28 tomorrow morning. So this is Wednesday morning. We're in the 80s this afternoon. We're going to feel like it's 20 at 8 a.m. Talk about taking your body on a ride. That is a difference of about 50 degrees. Again, this is just a feels like temperature, but from 80 to 30, that's wild, wild. So wind chill. Wind chill 27 Wednesday. You just saw how strong the winds were. We're colder Thursday. The winds are a little lighter. They're still going to be sustained around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We've got a wind chill down to 22 in Corpus Christi. Teens for your wind chill are not out of the question for areas more north and inland than Corpus Christi. I have a map. I'll show it. So hold on tight if you're not watching from Corpus Christi. This is specifically numbers for Corpus Christi, give or take a few degrees here or there, depending on how close you live to the coast, it will trend warmer, and how far inland and north you live, it will trend colder. Friday, we're still cold, but we should not freeze in Corpus Christi. However, your wind chill will still be 30, and Saturday, we're a little warmer, 42, wind chill 35. This is all in the morning, 7 a.m. temperatures and 7 a.m. wind chills. So the freeze is possible Thursday morning. The impact, brutal wind chill is going to be the biggest impact. Pets should be brought indoors. Plants should be brought indoors or protected. And you, people need to be dressed appropriately, especially kids headed to the bus stop, outdoor workers. You've got to dress, the more layers, the better, because it is going to feel brutally cold. We just said Corpus Christi around 22 degrees. So let's break it down across the area. This is a little 4-thing map. I'm going to take this full so we can see it all, but don't worry, I'm going to zoom in to each graphic. First, at the top left corner, we have a freeze watch in place that was issued by the National Weather Service. Top right corner is going to be my forecast for low temperatures Thursday morning. Bottom left corner is going to be your feels like forecast, and bottom right corner is going to be how long I expect the region to be at or below freezing. So first of all, Thursday morning, midnight to 10 a.m. That's our freeze watch. Those are the times we are anticipating freezing temperatures. I will say when I just looked at the latest model data, 10 a.m. was the time everyone across the board got above freezing. So 10 a.m. is likely going to be when we get above freezing for the first time on Thursday after we fall below freezing. So that freeze watch starts around midnight. Some locations may fall below freezing a little earlier. That would be the Highway 59. I don't know where 51 came from. Highway 59 corridor. So through Freer, George West, Beeville, you could fall below freezing before midnight. But for now, 26 is what we're going again. This is Thursday morning. So we passed Wednesday. We're now into Thursday morning. Thursday morning, north-northeast winds, 12 to 22 miles per hour. So it's still really windy. But let's talk air temperature. This is air temperature. So if you are worried about your pipes, it would be Freer, George West, Beeville, or Refugio. I would have a little concern about outdoor pipes specifically that are exposed to the air, not underground. Our underground pipes should be fine. But anything exposed to the air is going to be a little bit iffy in these conditions. But that is specifically for Freer, George West, Beeville, Refugio. The rest of us, I'm not worried about the pipes at all. Not at all, not remotely. So 29 Mathis, 30 Robstown, 32 Corpus Christi. I don't think the island freezes, but it will be close. Flower Bluff will be close. Right now I'm going 33. Really, I'm not confident. Anywhere you see the gray, I'm not confident in how cold it's going to get because that's clouds. The gray is clouds. The cloudy skies act as a blanket, and that prevents us from getting too cold. The reason why I have mid-20s and a potential hard freeze for areas such as George West, Beeville, Refugio, Freer is because you have a greater chance of clear skies. The wind is also typically a little calmer inland, so calmer winds, clear skies, that combination equals colder temperatures. Areas where there's clouds, it's going to be a blanket. It's going to keep us a little warmer. Any heat emitted from this earth is going to stay at the surface, and that's going to keep us a little warmer. So it's a tough forecast. This is my first go at it. It will change between now and tomorrow morning. Alan's forecast will likely be a little different. It's tough, and it's very dependent on the factor of clouds or no clouds. So feels like temperatures, regardless of how cold the air temperature gets. We will have some wind, and it will feel brutally cold. We're talking teens possible for your feels like temperature in George West, Beeville, Mathis, Sinton, Refugio, Robstown, Freer, Alice, Benavides. Again, this is not the air temperature. This is what it's going to feel like to human skin that is exposed to the wind. If you are bundled up, it's not going to feel that cold. 22, your feels like temperature in Corpus Christi. This is a brutally cold wind chill for us here locally. Freeze potential Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, we're talking the Highway 59 corridor could be 10 to 14 hours below freezing. 7 to 11 from Hebronville to Refugio. 4 to 10 from Falfurrias to Rockport actually could be 7 to 11. You're kind of on the line there because it's a north wind. So you're going to see the wind coming a little bit more north than northeast across the water. So Rockport could be more on the 10 side than the 4. But 4 to 10 hours below freezing for Falfurrias to Corpus Christi, and we're 0 to 2 hours for areas further south into Kennedy County as well as around Baffin Bay, Padre Island, and Port Aransas. So, futurecast. Here's the rain. Yes, we have a chance of rain today. You see it north and east of I-37. Thunderstorms possible Victoria to Houston and into Louisiana. Less likely of a chance for us. We will be in a bit of an overrunning pattern. If there is any bit of drizzle north of Beeville, that could be freezing drizzle. Otherwise, I'm not concerned about that. Colder air works its way in. How strong this area of high pressure is, how dry the air that comes in and pushes the clouds south, again, playing a big role on who freezes and who doesn't. So in this scenario, Beeville, George West, Refugio, Sinton, Alice, Freer, Orange Grove, Mathis, these locations definitely going to freeze, may fall into the 20s. Anywhere where it's cloudy may stay above freezing in the mid to upper 30s. So it's a tough forecast. Clouds do expand back to the north as we head into Thursday. That's because this low, there's a coastal low that's creating all kinds of problems, right? This coastal low moves north. Now, what's going to happen with the coastal low is it does make our weather rather tricky. So what it does is it's going to have areas along the coast cold. We will stay cold if we have northerly winds. If this low tracks a little bit more inland whatsoever and we get a taste of those easterly winds, temperatures will be much warmer Friday and Saturday. But that would be areas really close to the coast, such as our barrier islands. I don't see it tracking far enough to really impact Corpus Christi or anywhere more west of there. But coastal lows are really tricky forecast. Additionally, if it stays more in the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, if it stays further into the Gulf, what that is going to do is it's going to take the rain with it. And so we'll see less rain in that scenario as well. So it tracks up north along the coast, tries to slide back into the Gulf. And as it does so, it starts to take the rain with it, and our rain chances trend down into Sunday. I don't know why the clouds aren't clearing out. There we go. Someone asked about the sunshine. That heads our way as the low moves out. So Sunday, we start to see some sunshine, but Monday, definitely going to be sunny by Monday. So, yeah. Hey, Justin, happy Taco Tuesday. You're welcome, Robert, for the explanation. So, there's Futurecast. Finally, we're going to end on this 7-day. And so hopefully that explained what we are going through, but I can't emphasize enough, it is going to be cold. We may stay below our normal low temperature, which is 53 degrees, by the way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all day long. So we're talking more than 100 hours below 50 degrees possible here, but for the most part, not a bad forecast. But we're cold, we're flirting with freezing. We shouldn't see any rain at the time we're dealing with freezing temperatures, so that is a plus. We will be dry, it looks like Thursday morning, but then Friday and Saturday we see the rain move in. Good news is we should be back above freezing, but still cold, so it'll be a cold rain by then. That's going to do it for this live update for the Corpus Christi area. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith for 3 News and First Edition. Don't forget to watch from 5 to 7 a.m. It's going to be important these days to see how cold it is and if there is any risk of slick roadways. Tune in. That's going to do it, though. Thanks again for watching.